So the aftershock of yesterday's video, I really needed to make a follow-up and explain the whole situation, what's going on, and of course, to thank all of you. So as most of you are aware of, as I talked in yesterday's video, the situation between FouseyTube and Colossal, Fousey claiming Colossal's video, really bad business practice. I then set up a GoFundMe to hopefully help Colossal out, and the support has just been so overwhelming. I set the goal originally to about £1,500, and less than 24 hours it's reached over £5,000 or $6,000. Without trying to sound corny or cringy, I just want to thank all of you so much for helping out Colossal's situation, whether you donated, you supported the site to donate, or just watching the video in its entirety. It's really appreciated, and again, I can't thank any of you enough. What was really nice to see as well was more larger YouTubers getting involved, whether that was donating a really generous amount or retweeting the page so other people could see it. Now, even though the GoFundMe and the video itself was incredibly successful, it started a conversation, which was what I wanted to do. There's a lot of misconceptions floating around at the moment about the video and the GoFundMe, and I would really like to address those and get everything cleared up. Now, a lot of people seem to think that Colossal organised this GoFundMe, that it was his plan to get money, some kind of scheme or something. Now, just to address this, Colossal did not have any kind of part in making the GoFundMe. It was entirely my own idea. Now, what I did do was go to him directly and ask for his permission or consent to make it, because obviously making a GoFundMe without his permission, that would have been pretty bad. So I did get Colossal's permission to make the GoFundMe, but it wasn't his idea at all.
Wow, I'm going to feel it.
Another point that I've seen brought up a few times is people saying that the GoFundMe, it's not really a good idea because essentially all you're doing is making the fans pay for FouseyTube's fuck up. Now, I can understand where that point comes from, but it's honestly just broken logic. The fans aren't paying for the damage. It's not a mandatory payment. I'm not saying you have to pay this amount of money or the video will never be restored. I'm doing this so Colossal can be repaid the money that he lost because FouseyTube claimed the video and then struck it down. And like I've said many times, I do not ever see Yusuf Rat ever giving back the money that was owed to Colossal. Psst, FouseyTube. Fousey, you should really look at giving back the money because you actually look like a semi-decent person. That's why I keep bringing up that point. Cunt. So that was the point of the GoFundMe. I don't really ever see Fousey giving the money back, and if he does, well, good on him. He looks less like a human worm, but unfortunately on YouTube, you've got to hope for the best, but expect the worst. So that's why I made the GoFundMe.
It's about that time!
I've seen a fair few people complain saying that Patreon should have been used, it should have been set up months prior. Apparently GoFundMe looks really kind of scummy. Some were even saying I should have set up the Patreon for Colossal months beforehand. Now, believe it or not guys, I'm not psychic, I don't have premonition, I can't tell when future events are about to happen. The money from the GoFundMe wasn't for Colossal's entire channel for his spaced uploads. Again, to reiterate, it was solely because Fousey took the money made from a video that Colossal took months to make. It's not about Colossal's entire channel. Making a Patreon would pretty much be the same, it's just a different platform. The goal is to raise money for Colossal. I don't see how doing it on a Patreon would be any different. We needed to raise the money in a short space of time, so we used GoFundMe. Not monthly payments. It doesn't work like that. That's a totally different goal. Now, out of all the points I've been asked, this one has the most justification to it. A lot of people have been asking, you could have just instead paid Colossal all the money yourself. There was no need for this publicity stunt. The entire point of setting up the GoFundMe was to start a dialogue. Oh, fuck. I used that Joey Salads word. Fuck.
What's up guys, I'm Joey Salads.
As I stated in the description of the GoFundMe, it was to help spark a kind of community response. So FouseyTube didn't think he had the ability to go and strike smaller channels because, as I said in the previous video, he never went after Leafy. Leafy's made about 3-4 videos on Fousey. None of them were ever claimed or striked because he knew the power Leafy had, the influence he had. Colossal, he didn't really know, so he struck the video thinking there wouldn't be any backlash. And this GoFundMe has proven that there was a massive backlash. No matter where I go, where I see, people are criticising him, asking him why he struck the videos down. This was to promote a response, and it's worked perfectly. So thank you all so much for that. Honestly, it's really disappointing to see people complaining about it, saying that I did this whole GoFundMe to benefit myself as some kind of publicity stunt. I've known Colossal for the best part of 3 years. He's a very good friend to me, and we've both supported each other immensely through loads of different situations. I saw this as a moment to support him and help him through something, and he gladly accepted. All I was doing in this situation was helping out a friend, supporting him. It's really quite obnoxious to see people twist this situation into something much more dark and manipulative. There was no ulterior motive to this situation. It was simply helping a friend. I mean, I did go to sleep that night and have a really good nut, but still, point being, it was to help a friend, nothing more. Fortunately, this was only a minority of people that saw it in this dark way, but to the rest of you, thank you for seeing the support as what it was originally intended for.
XD.
Now, some of you have brought up this point, and it is extremely fair, and I do need to clarify it. The money has gone way over the goal I set of £1,500, reaching in about £5,000 now, and a lot of people are wondering, that's more than Colossal ever lost. He's getting excess money at this point. And that's totally true. You're 100% right. But, as Colossal has stated, all the money that he will get that is in excess will be given to some kind of charity. Basically, it's going to be sent somewhere that needs the money. Colossal will take whatever he lost, and the rest of that will be sent somewhere where it can be used in a really beneficial way. So none of it's lost money. Colossal isn't going to buy himself a PS4 or anything. If he does, I'll fucking kick his old ass. It'll probably turn into dust if I did that.
Oh my god, what's up?
A criticism people pointed out was saying Colossal didn't need the money in the first place. The GoFundMe was an entire waste of time. He wasn't in an incredibly poor financial situation. If Colossal didn't reach the goal, he wouldn't be put out on the street. That is totally true. You were 100% correct. He wouldn't be out on the street. But raising money as a whole in this situation was more of a community act to show Fuzi that we can all group up together and stand up against him. He can't bully these smaller channels, intimidating them, claiming them, and then striking them at the last minute. The GoFundMe was to send a message, and if Colossal benefits by getting the money that was stolen from him back, then that's a good byproduct.
Fuck you all. I'm honestly in such a bad mood after this.
Now, I thought I'd save this one until last because it's quite stupid. A lot of people, unironically, think that I'm going to take the money from the GoFundMe, not give it to Colossal, and keep it all for myself. Hopefully so I can go boast on Twitter how much money I make, saying I'm a family man and a good friend.
The college graduate, the family man, the good friend.
Now, to all the people that are saying that, think about it for a second with a logical mind. If I took the money and ran away with it, it's the fucking internet. I'd be dead in 15 seconds flat. I gain absolutely nothing by keeping the money taken from Colossal. It's totally stupid. I would never think of doing that. The only money that will be taken from that amount is the share that GoFundMe has to take, because obviously it's been hosted on their site. But apart from that, when I receive the money, I'll be sending all of it straight to Colossal. I mean, if I could take the money and run away, I'd definitely be going on a very long cruise, hopefully to meet my best friend FuziTube.
Yeah, boy, my name's Fuzi. I want that family man in my house.
Thank you all for watching. I know this wasn't the most entertaining video. There was no troll faces, no Doge memes. I'll be sure to include a Doge meme in the next video. This video was just to clarify what was going on and hopefully explain to all of you what's happening with the money. And again, it was such a generous act for anyone that supported the page, shared it, donated. It's all massively appreciated. Thank you all so much. And Colossal is so fucking thankful. I've been talking to him privately and he really cannot thank you all enough. It's really appreciated. I know this is a small scale thing. It was nothing compared to, for example, when Ethan was being sued by the bald guy. It's nothing on that level. But the fact that this is the first time I've done some kind of fundraiser, GoFundMe, and it's been so successful. Thank you all so much for that. Me and Colossal are so appreciative. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say, guys. Hopefully the channel will resume to normal tomorrow or next couple of days. Stick some gaming videos up. I don't know. Thanks a lot, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Fuck.